So the latest thing you're supposed to be upset about is the Tylenol and a link to ADHD. Um, it's many different things here. There's hundreds of studies out there. The most recent one I saw was it's essentially metadata. It was a bunch of, I think it was 46 studies, 40 something studies all bundled together, and 27 of the 40 something were showing a link between the two, the ADHD and the acetaminophen or autism, whatever it was. Um, it's metadata, so it's looking at a bunch of different studies, putting all that information together and coming up with this. This isn't. They're not saying that Tylenol causes autism. That's not what they're saying. They're saying through all of this data, there's a link between women that take Tylenol during pregnancy for whatever reason, one or the other. There's a 3 times higher risk of the kids having autism developing later on in life. So it's a correlation, not a causation. And this is another thing. What in science does it say you're not supposed to ask questions? I don't get this. And it's another thing with the COVID stuff was you can't ask questions, or you don't believe your lying eyes kind of thing, and your experiences. So many people have had experiences that prove that this seems to be the case between the Tylenol and autism, or vaccines and autism. Can't say that. But all of this is going to do is open up your ability to ask questions and maybe actually start trying to find a cause for all of this. Yes, I know autism was found out in the 1940s, but Tylenol wasn't created till the 1950s. They're not saying Tylenol is the only thing or the only cause for autism. There's a link. There's a correlation. It could be a problem. It might not be a problem. I don't remember when our kid was born. I'm pretty sure the wife didn't take Tylenol. I don't know if she was told not to. I know she wasn't supposed to take certain things that she took all the time. So she had to wean herself off of it, and everything's been good. But why put that in there when it's not needed? Why take the risk? Why? So I've already seen videos of people popping Tylenol when they're pregnant now because bad man, orange man said so, that you shouldn't do it. So they're going to do it. I don't know, guys. They're asking a question. They saw a link. Now they're going to research it more. That's all they said. Open up to questioning. Maybe we'll be able to solve some of these problems that have been increasingly getting worse for decades now. 1 in 30 kids, 35 kids, whatever it is, 1 in 30 something kids now has autism or some form of ADHD. That's insane. When I believe it was 1 in 10,000 when they first found it, something like that. I don't know, man. But the fact that y'all are just so pissed off because President Trump said something, but just ignoring the doctors that were standing up there too, that might actually have a reason for this. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong in the head when you just can't ask the questions. But what do I know? I'm just some dude. But anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoy. Hope y'all ask some more questions, and have a good day. Later, guys.